Well, I mean, it is the heart of the Great Commission that Jesus gave the church. He gave us the job of going out, baptizing and making disciples of people throughout the world, not just here, but in each one of the larger concentric circles.
Therefore, we ought to support such men so that we may be fellow workers with the truth. And what John is doing there, he's writing to a very faithful Christian worker named Gaius. Gaius loved to support missionaries. He provided for their needs physically, he was there for them spiritually, he was praying for them and doing all of these things. And of course, John is commending him for his faithful service and how we ought to be doing the same. So the question is, how can we be a faithful and fellow worker of the truth?
My name is Rosa Isela Martinez de la Cruz Andrade, but you can call me Rosie. I served in the mission field in Mexico City for 7 consecutive years, serving street children. And I continue to go to Mexico because of its extreme need, and it's next door, and I'm Mexican, and I believe that people need to know the true gospel.
My name is Dale, and this is my wife, Esther Van Treese. We are servants here, fellow servants of Calvary Bible Church for many years.
I had the opportunity to speak with one of the wives that came with her husband for the Shepherds Conference. And one of the things that connects us as believers all over the globe is that we need to minister to others to continue to point them to the truth of God's Word.
Being a former missionary, I am aware of all the obstacles, potential obstacles. So I'm always aware that there's needs that missionaries are hesitant to talk about because they're so personal. And I always ask about that to the missionaries, and to be able to support in those areas that they might be hesitant to speak about.
My understanding has grown in the fact that they are serving the Lord in their local church and serving the community of believers and unbelievers in outreaching and using their family to do that.
One of some of the most important things that we can do is to be faithful in giving. There's a vast need for materials that are printed in the languages of the countries that we support.
To also add into that what we as a church can and should be doing, well, yes, we can and should be praying for them.
I would say prayer, and more prayer. I think ministry is God answering to the pleas of His people. I saw the evidence of their prayer on a daily basis. 2
things. It not only helps to animate the ministry through the Spirit, but it also connects our hearts at a very deep level with what's going on in those places that are far away from us. So we need to be in prayer regularly with our missionaries.
A way that you can make a personal connection is by coming to the missions conference today and meeting with the missionaries who are here and getting to know them so that you can make a connection via email or letters or other things, or even text if need be, and having that communication with them when they go back.
This year, our missions conference has centered around the theme that we are fellow workers with the truth. Let's be like our man Gaius here, and let's be faithful fellow workers with the truth. Fellow workers are co-laborers.
Fellow workers are financial supporters.
Fellow workers are prayer partners.
Fellow workers are encouragers.